Those of you who lean more conservative, but there's this other thing here that requires some kind of analysis that we're never really going to fully understand. These numbers right here, the numbers on the screen, if we don't look at structural factors in history. You're sorry for everything you put me through? Got you. So you're gonna now split all your wealth with me and all? None of that. Didn't happen. Who's responsible if you drop out of Penn State? Who's responsible?
I'm responsible.
Okay, who's responsible if you drop out of Penn State?
Me.
Okay, same with the two of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's responsible for these numbers up here?
Doesn't that just go back to half of it being structural and half of it being personal choice?
She got 2 high fives. Look at that. Some people think history is irrelevant, right? It only matters because we're going to start here. We're going to start right here, okay? But look, go back to miracle of compound interest. Can you go back to that slide? So you guys work really hard. Go ahead, move up the ladder of upward mobility, okay? Okay, stop. Did they catch up to me? Those of you who lean more conservative, okay, who are more likely to say, hey, people have to take responsibility for themselves, okay? We've all agreed that that's true, right? You got to take responsibility. Like if you want to drop out, it's like, well, I can't tell you to drop out. If you want to start smoking, bro, I can't tell you to start smoking.
It's my decision.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, you're going to make a decision. I'm not going to hold the pipe up. All right, dude, here it is, man. You ready? I'm going to light that dog up. You're going to do it. You can not even inhale. It's fine. It's all good. Okay? So, what's that?
What about peer pressure?
Yeah, peer pressure. Okay, I got it. So you're around peers who would pressure you to do that. You weren't. There's a structural thing there. Okay? So look, those of you who think personal responsibility is important, you're on point. We all agree that it is, right? We all agree? It is? Absolutely it is. It's half of it. It's half of it. No matter what happens, you got to take responsibility. But there's this other thing here that requires some kind of analysis that we're never really going to fully understand. These numbers right here, the numbers on the screen, if we don't look at structural factors in history. One day you're a slave. Look at Lara here, right? Her ancestors, because she has black blood, right? So you have blood that you trace to slavery, and the DR was like Haiti, okay? One day her ancestors say okay, you were a slave today, you're not a slave tomorrow. Okay, great. Or you were a slave yesterday, you're not a slave today. All right? What'd they do? Did they have land? Did they automatically just, okay, great, we have land?
Yeah, they don't have anything.
Okay, they had no land. Do you think, did the people who were running the country, ruling the country, did they give them equal power?
No, they didn't care at all.
Okay, they didn't give them equal rights, so they didn't do that. It wasn't like one day, hey, Aryan right here, one day he's the lowest of the low. In fact, I can own this guy, or he owns me, let's say. I'm the lowest of the low. And the next day, he finds out, I can't do that. I can't own this guy anymore. He's not me. So, all right, dude. And then we shake hands. We're like, hey, sorry, you apologize to me. Tell me you're sorry. You're sorry for everything you put me through?
I'm really sorry.
Got you. So you're going to now split all your wealth with me and all? None of that. Didn't happen. So with that in mind, Alphonse, is it surprising that black people are where they are compared to white people?
No, it doesn't surprise me. But I think it's important to see that since the slavery ended, black people improved a lot and are keeping improving.
Yep.
And also, this was way before. One thing that I want to say that most of the black people, the problem is like the education that they have at home, and that's why some of them drop off out school, because they don't have education at home. Some of them need to work for their parents.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest problems.
Well, it's a big problem with white people, with everybody. That's a problem with people who are poorer. Now, it's not so we're looking at the collective group, okay, the group. So here, listen to this. We're not interested in individual people, okay? This is where sociology comes in. So at the individual level, you're here by yourself, right? You came here by yourself?
Yeah.
So you got to make it, it's really up to you. You got to like move forward and if you're going to be a success, you got to make it happen, right? Same with these other three people. Like individually, they have to make a success, okay? You're responsible for that. And if you don't, it's like, well, who's responsible if you drop out of Penn State? Who's responsible?
I'm responsible.
Okay, who's responsible if you drop out of Penn State?
Me.
Okay, same with the two of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's responsible for these numbers up here?
Doesn't that just go back to half of it being structural and half of it being personal choice?
She got 2 high fives. Look at that. Dude, it's both. Every person, every white person, every Asian person, multi-ethnic, black, Hispanic, every person who ever lived is responsible at some level. You can't understand these kinds of global numbers if you don't understand what creates them. And most people don't, and so many people don't want to because it's too complicated. Some people think history is irrelevant. Right? It only matters because we're going to start here. We're going to start right here, okay? But look, go back to miracle of compound interest. Can you go back to that slide? It's fundamentally about behavior, okay? It's about decisions that people make. But we make our decisions in the context of our history and structural factors and forces. All these white families and white institutions get a massive head start. Are accumulating wealth, accumulating power, accumulating so much. They have so many advantages that have been put forward to them, okay? And then one day we say, okay, we're just going to start here. We're going to go right here, okay? And this is going to be the starting line, but it's not the starting line, right? So here. The contextual, you're going to work really hard. And so you climb the ladder of upward mobility, right? And so you're like, okay, here we go. You ready? Okay, stop. All right? And so you want to work hard. And your behavior matters, and you're like, yep, I'm going to really do this, and I'm going to work hard, okay? But go back down there again. All right, so here we go. So she's going to climb the ladder of upward mobility, and she has decided that, yeah, I'm African American. It's not just her. This is her entire people. This is all of her people right here. Okay. So go back to the one slide. All of your people. You decide that. Okay. You're gonna go. But here's the deal. Hang on. But I've created a system where I'm here. Okay. Got it? I've created the system that I'm right here. I control the power. And there are people in my group who are actually just as poor as the people in her group, but nonetheless, and there are a few people in her group that really are more or less equal to me, but on average, okay? So I'm here, and I say okay, so listen, now, it's all about your attitude, okay? And you're going to be like, wait, which? Okay, Noor. It's about Noor, it's attitude, man. And Noor's going to do it. Okay? Got it? Laura, you're going to do it. Okay? Here, Laura, you come over here also. And we're going to put you right here because you're a little bit. Okay? Got it? Okay, right there. So two of you. It's all about your attitude. You're going to go for it. You're going to get it, right? Okay, well, here we go. Well, I'm starting here. Okay? So you guys work really hard. Go ahead. Move up the ladder of upward mobility, okay? Okay, stop. Did they catch up to me?
No.
Why not?
Because they started behind you.
Because miracle of compound interest, right? It's pretty simple. Like I set the rules up. I got an advantage. I'm here. I'm going to continue to set the rules up. The civil rights movement didn't even happen until the mid-'60s, the early 60s. So, okay, but you guys, it's about attitude. Okay, got it? So can you go back to the structural versus personal right there? Listen, y'all. You can't change the structure and the history. Okay? You can't change that. All you can change is your attitude. So you just keep going for it, okay? Which is cool. Right? Hang on. All right. So now we got here. Okay, you ready? Dude, are you rooting for them? You want them to catch up to me, right? Because this is what it's about. This is about inequality. We want them to catch up, right? This is fair. This is what it is. Okay, you ready? So go ahead and climb. Okay, stop. I kept climbing. No matter what they do, I'm going to keep climbing. So what I'm teaching you right now is, listen, it's important for you to be wherever you are and to just do everything you can. It's all about your attitude. But if you're aware of structure and sociology and history, you're also going to say, hey, listen, Laura, this Dominican young woman, I got my eyes on the prize, right? But you know what? Some of you all who got a head start and who are telling me, Laura, that I'm equal to you, but you got a head start? It's like, we got to look at that. Can we look at that? And so when she points that out, we think, as many people do, who orient a little more conservatives, they think that what Laura is saying is like, hey, stop complaining. Stop trying to blame something else. Stop not taking responsibility. Stop undermining yourself. Because, on the end, you're going to undermine yourself. But what Laura might be saying, what you're going to say, because I want you to study this a little bit, is, no, I'm going to work hard. I'm going to do it. But those of you who got the advantage, you also need to think about the fact that you got an advantage. Why don't you see that? Like, listen, Ella, how much an advantage do you have that no one in your school smoked crack, dropped out? Do you see that as an advantage for you?
Yeah.
You didn't before today though, right?
No.
But it's totally an advantage. What do you think she'd be if half the students in her graduating class dropped out? What do you think, who would she be if like everyone's doing like math and smoking weed? And what's it mean for her? She can still, you still have the power to say no to all that, right? But we're creatures of our sociological surroundings.